indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. Welcome everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we all know Ja Morant's a high flyer. He says, my dad was pretty athletic when he played, so I can say some of it comes from him. Jumping on tires and the other drills, they just allowed my legs to get stronger. It's enabled me to get off the floor quicker, be more explosive, and it shows when I'm out there on the court. Kevin, it certainly does.
He is a high flyer indeed. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Conchar in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Williams. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the point.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Outside Hardaway. Doncic finds Irving. Just 5 to shoot. But Trey. And it's Doncic missing. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. The front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And Adams sends it back. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Memphis moving it around. Jackson passes to Conchar. From deep. They grab their own miss. Here's Adams. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. The 3 for Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Now here's Morant. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. And here is Doncic. Here's Irving. Hardaway with a wide-open look. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Morant looking around. Now the pass to Conchar. In the corner, it's Bane. Buries it from 3-point range. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside, Bane. Passes it to Jackson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Irving against Bane. Doncic left side. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
That's just a fantastic decision from Doncic, seeing a chance to go to work inside and taking it.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Outside Curry. Holmes with a screen on Kennard. Here's Curry. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Smart passes to Tillman. Back to Smart. Pass to Kennard. Here's Aldama. Lets it go with the threes. Rebounded by McGee. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Curry on the wing. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Smart. Back to Bain. Launches a three. And Curry pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Holmes. Holmes with a screen on Bain. McGee trying to break free. Curry's shot is good.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
Kennard, the bounce pass. Here's Smart. And another miss by Memphis. It's a tie game in Dallas. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
We've got Green. Dwight Powell is out there with Williams. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Irving at the two-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Doncic, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Morant missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Here's Morant, following the score by Dallas. The pass to Concha. From deep three-point range, Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat-out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his third assist on the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
That free throw, no good.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now, here is Irving. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Kennard, the pass to Morant. Nice D from Doncic. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Now, here's Kennard. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Adams, the pass to Kennard. Morant against Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And it's Morant missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Right side, Irving. Back to Doncic. Outside, Irving. And the rejection by Jackson.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. Boy, this is bad, tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter, man.
Doncic against Morant. And it's Doncic missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Morant missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Morant against Doncic. Morant passes to Concho. Jackson a screen on Hardaway. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. And the rejection by Jackson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Williams. For the finish. And Doncic throws it down.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Now here's Morant. Jackson a screen on Doncic. Kennard for three. That shot no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Memphis Grizzlies. This is the kind of game that doesn't get decided until the 25th hour.
Ernie, you know I have 4 degrees, and there's only 24 hours in a day, unless you think we're going to be here till 1 a.m.
Shaq, he just means it's going to come down to the last second.
Well, then say what you mean, Ernie. No need to be cryptic. Jeez.
And as we turn back to analyze that first half of action, safe to say it was full of Luka magic.
He's been very, very good in the first half. I like his aggressiveness mindset, his shot selection. He's got it working.
And as good as he's been so far, we know he can shift into a higher gear.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Conchar in at the 3. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Here's Bane after Luka Doncic's bucket. They get it again. Back to Morant. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Adams has got his first points of the night. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Doncic with it. 9 points in the game so far. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Morant against Doncic. Nobody near Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Williams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Grant Williams. Josh Green comes in for Hardaway. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in for Doncic. Memphis also making some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for John Morant. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Passes it to Tillman. Shoots over Hardy. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks leading by 6. Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs, and really at that point in time was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing.
Here's Hardy. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. And here's Hardy. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The 19-foot shot. Curry gets the bucket.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Clark outside. Back to Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Hardy. Oh, Holmes in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
There's Smart. after the basket by Rashawn Holmes.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Green kicks to Powell. Out to the wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Down low. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And the Mavericks lead by 6. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Wants to get it to Bain, and does. Mavericks leading by 6. Hardy passes to Holmes. Holmes setting the pick for Curry. Shoots from the high post. Holmes finds Powell. Now Curry. Ring shot on the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
There's the drive. Inside. Pass to Hardy. Now here's Curry. Over Smart. Curry can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Right side, Smart. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Smart's got 6 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Here's Hardy, stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Pass to Concho. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Holmes with a screen on Bain.
Seth Curry very determined there, and I like it. Excels at recognizing when to take these types of shots.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Williams is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Irving. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And Dallas again with the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. No good on the triple.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Irving. And he converts the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Payne for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Moment here now for an injury report. And now let's get an update on Brandon Clark's injury. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Memphis's head athletic trainer. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility he'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Good. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Jackson, a screen on Doncic. Here's Morant. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while.
An offensive juggernaut. Really, Morant is capable of getting it done from just about anywhere.
Irving dishes to Hardaway. Back to Irving. Over Smart. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. A nice shot by Irving.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Adams with the screen on Doncic. Morant against Doncic. And it's Morant missing. Dallas leading by 14. Here's Irving. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Mavericks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Irving's shot is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Aldama. And here's Kennard. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dallas. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Goes up on the high post. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-7 run. Curry kicks to Holmes. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Irving double team. Adams throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process. It's in the preparation. You know, before I get here, I'm trying to get locked in mentally. Just trying to come out here, put on a good performance, lead my team, do the best job I can. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.
Make your hell gaming